You want the best out of life. You want to live a better life. And so you've been working so hard. You dedicate your time and all your resources in doing whatever you felt is going to make life easier for you. But then along the way, you faced rejection. You faced humiliation. People abandoned you. People doubted you. People disbelieved you. Even you at a point, you doubted if you can ever make it. But somehow, with all the roadblocks, you were able to make it. And so finally, you've made it in life. And so there is this temptation that comes, and most times, most of us fall because while we were trying to make it along the way, we faced a lot of rejection, humiliation, mockery here and there. We want people to know that we've gotten to the next level. We want people to know that we have arrived. And that is the beginning of your problem. When you finally arrive, I want you to please lie low. Live your normal life. Don't try to make people to know that you have arrived. Don't drag unnecessary attention to yourself. And that is because if you do, you will ever live to regret it, because you are going to attract a lot of good people to yourself, a lot of bad people to yourself. And bad people, they always work with information. And let me give you an instance of what happened to me some years back. After I finished my degree, I was working with one company, and then I decided to share the opportunities that the company have with my church members then. And do you know that after that day's service, I had a phone call of someone introducing me to a business. And from the person's explanation, it should be something that should earn me good money. And so I was interested. But then I needed money to start it. And I don't have that kind of money. And so I was trying to make call. And so that time, my husband and I, we were dating. And so I called him. I said, please, I want you to assist me with this sum of money. I want to do a business like this, blah, blah, blah. When I told my husband, then we were dating, he told me that, Dora, that is a scam. That is a kind of scam that is raining. It's just that you are not aware. Please don't put in your money. I pleaded with him. I said, please, it's not a scam. Please help me. He said, no, it is a scam. That so many persons have failed. And now you want to, please, it is not genuine. It is a scam. It is fake. And the fact is, as for me, I don't have the money. And so I was relying on him to raise the money to do this business. And so since he refused giving me, there was nothing I can do. And that was how I didn't do this business. But trust me, I used wisdom, and then I told the man, I don't have the money. What if you give me this product and I sell it, and then I'll refund you the money, and then take the profit, and let's see how it can go. If you really mean it, I mean it also. The issue here is I don't have the needed capital. And that is how the man shunned me. that I am not serious. And he started insulting me. And that is to tell me that that was a huge scam. And so, why am I bringing this story? When I made the opening in the church, someone there thought I have arrived. Someone there thought I am now on money. And so they brought that trick of that business opportunity they want to do with me so they can use it to dupe me. But little did they know that I was not even having. And even the company I was working with then, they were not doing things right. And so, me, I am someone that is so concerned about my image. And so, I had to call it quits with them. You understand? When you are successful, and you blow your whistle to make people to be aware that you are successful, you draw attention of a lot of persons to yourself, and that is where your problem starts. Instead of you to be enjoying your wealth that you've gotten, instead of you to be enjoying your life because you finally arrived, guess what? Your problems are going to increase. Why? If you are not careful, you are going to be exposed to people that will scam you. And another issue is when you make people to know that you have arrived, they will carry all their problems to place on you. And so even people that have not called you for years will start calling you, because they know you've arrived. And so they felt you should be the ATM that they will be having access to be withdrawing money from. And so you will see A will call you, my child is this. B will call you, I need this. This one will call you. Your friends will call you, relative will call you, colleagues will call you, neighbors will call you. Everyone and anyone that have access to you will call you for their problems. Before you made the announcement to them that you have finally made it in life, they were solving their problems. They were sorting themselves out. But immediately you make them to feel that you have arrived, that you have enough. What happens? They all want to sit down and relax and then watch you working your ass to take care of their problems. Some will not even have problems. They will just sit down and then reason one sweet story and then tell you. And because you have a soft heart, because you have a kind heart, what happens? You will start solving problems that don't even exist. And that is why, if you have finally arrived in life, you really need to lie low. You need to just live your normal life. Don't blow the whistle. Don't announce that you have finally made it, because you'll be exposed to unnecessary attention. Instead of you to now be enjoying peace, instead of you to be enjoying freedom, instead of you to be enjoying yourself because you finally made it, you will see yourself struggling the more. And that is why sometimes you look at yourself, you say, it's like even when I have not made it, I was even more comfortable. Why? Because the burden you are not carrying is too much for you. And that is why a lot of persons made it and they still went broke. They still went back to square one. Why? They announce how they've made it. And so they drag more attention to themselves. If you have made it in life, just lie low. I'm not saying when you make it in life, you shouldn't enjoy your money. You shouldn't enjoy your efforts that you've suffered and labored to achieve whatever you've gotten. That is not what I am saying. You have to enjoy yourself because you worked for it. You will not work for others to enjoy. Will you work and then die and leave your money for others to enjoy? No. There was a story I heard some years back that made me to tell myself that, Dora, you need to wake up. Oh. You need to start having time for yourself. There is this lady that sells in my workplace, okay? She had a shop and her shop was booming. And then one day I went to work and I heard she's dead. I was like, what happened? Was she sick? What happened that she died? And then, when something happened, you start hearing stories. And so the story I heard, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard it from more than one person's mouth. So I felt it is true. Okay? Now, what is the story? This woman does not have a husband, she does not have children, but she has siblings and family members. But come and see her working. She works so hard. She has made at least, she has made money for herself. She had some landed properties. She had one or two things on ground. But you know the problem? With all the money she's making, with all the stress she's passing through, this woman, for her to use her money and then cook good food to eat is a problem. They say if she wants to eat, she will just buy something, she will just take something like snacks and something like that. She will just should drink one pure water. She doesn't take care of herself, but she has made it. What happened? She died, and her loved ones enjoyed her labor. And my eyes got open. I said, Dora, you have to wake up before it's too late. You need to start having time for yourself. I am this kind of person that when someone close to me is in a mess, I feel it even more than the person. And the question is, do they feel the same way, the way I feel for them? That I don't know. So I told myself, I cannot solve the problem of everybody. Oh. That is impossible. And so, the little money I have, at least let me enjoy my life in the little way I can. I don't have to blow the whistle that I have arrived. When you make the money, when you've arrived, enjoy yourself. Don't starve yourself. Don't be shrinking while your bank account is shaking with money. Don't be helping others while you forget yourself. Because if you've arrived and you make people to know that yes, you've arrived, you become a problem solver. I am not saying when you've arrived, you shouldn't help people. You need to help. And that is why we are there for each other. That is why we have people around us. But guess what? In as much as you are trying to help others, know that charity begins at home. You need to help yourself first. You need to solve your issues before other people's issues. Charity, they say, begins at home. You need to solve your problem before you solve the problem of another. You cannot make it this far and then keep on solving people's problem and then forgetting about yourself. Because let me tell you, If you don't solve your own issues, if you don't fix yourself, you keep on fixing others. At the end of the day, these same people that you've been fixing their issues, they will be the same people to ask you that when you made it, when you were on top money, what did you do for yourself? They will be the same people to ask you that question. And by then, guess what? It will be too late for you to make amends. If you've made it in life, please, please do not blow the whistle. Just lie low. Just lie low. I lost my uncle as a result of something like this. He was, he was promoted. He has gotten to the highest level of his career. And so he threw a party for everyone that he felt is his loved one to come and jubilate with him, to come and celebrate it with him. What happened? He was poisoned in that party, and that was how he died. And so stop announcing to people that you've arrived. Lie low. Because there are some persons you are sharing your success story to. There are some persons you are telling that, thank God, finally I have made it. They are smiling, but deep down, they are not happy with you. Because most persons love you, they care about you only when you are struggling. When you finally made it, guess what? They feel intimidated because they have this feeling that they are supposed to be on top and not beneath. And so somehow, if you making it will now make them to be beneath, they will now develop jealousy for you. And you know what jealousy can do? It can push people to go to the level that you can't even imagine. And that is why when you finally made it in life, be careful not to blow the whistle that, oh, I have made it. Come and jubilate with me. I have made it. I have made it. You don't know who you are sharing your I have made it with. You don't know what they have in heart towards you. It is not everyone that is smiling with you that really care about you, that love you, that wants the best for you. And so the question is, who are you blowing the whistle to? You wouldn't know, you never can say. Human beings are unpredictable. You can't really tell what is in the heart of humans. You only know what you think and feel. You don't know what the next person thinks and feels about you. And that is why when you finally made it in life, please, I really encourage you to lie low. The disadvantage of you telling people that you have made it in life is higher than the advantage. And so whatever in life that the disadvantage is more than the advantage, then it is not worth doing at all. Please, many have lost their lives. Many have come down from the top where they are because they did not lie low and they announced that they have finally made it in life. You have to have self-control. I am not saying don't celebrate your little wins, but what I'm saying is don't announce it. Don't make everyone to know that, yes, I have arrived, I have made it. I am on money, I am on connection. I am dining with people that matters. My beloved friend, we've heard of so many stories of great men and women that came down because they announced that they have finally made it in life. Please, even for your safety, if some people know that you have arrived, what happens? They arrange for kidnappers to kidnap you, and then they ask for huge amounts of ransom because they know that you have the money. And so they look for ways, mediums, to what? Extract whatever they can, milk you. And so you have to be careful. When you announce that you have finally made it in life, you are attracting a lot of people to yourself. And that is very dangerous. Most persons that people kidnap them or people rob them is as a result of them announcing that they have made it in life. You understand? If not of nowadays that we are hearing of kidnapping story that they'll kidnap someone and then take pass for ritual. We all know before that they kidnap people that have money that they can ask for ransom and then it will be given to them. And so you don't have to announce that I have finally made it. Please lie low so you won't regret. So you won't regret because you've passed through a lot in life to get to the point you are right now. And so you wouldn't want to risk it for anything. And you wouldn't want to go back to square one because where you were coming from, you passed through a lot. And you were able to get where you are. And that is why you have to apply wisdom in whatever you do. At this point that you finally made it, this is when you should be so humble. This is when you should be so vigilant because when you finally arrive, the fact is people are still going to know, but then you have to really be careful in your doings. If you announce that you have finally arrived, what happens? You'll be getting envelopes from places that you don't even know for donations. People will be calling you to different occasions, and some will make it clear to you, if you can't make it, no problem, just send your support to us. That is it, because they know that you've arrived. And so even if your presence is not there, they need your money. They'll make it clear to you. And when you start dishing, and when that quantity that you are dishing out, the quantity that is coming in is not more than that or is not equal, what happens? Before you know it, you become broke. And then these same people will be the one to label you that you are money misroad. So you have to really be careful. Don't expose yourself to unnecessary attention because you have finally made it in life. Because you finally made it in life, that is the more reason why you need to lie low. You need to take things easy. I am not saying you shouldn't have high taste. Enjoy yourself. Live your life to the fullest. But don't be a notice me where anywhere you go, you want people to know that, yes, I have arrived. This is me. This is the new me. Don't say I didn't warn you. This unnecessary attention that you want to drag to yourself is something that you will regret. And so, what are you going to do? You just have to lie low. If I was able to speak to you, then like this video, share this video, and if you want to encourage me on what I am doing and you want to see more from me, then subscribe to this channel so that whenever I upload new content like this, you'll be among the first persons to watch it and you wouldn't miss it. Until next time, don't go nowhere. I'll see you in my next video.